If you are looking for an extremely intuitive and guided navigation of Roblox Studio, guaranteed to give you a fundamental understanding of scripting, then oh boy, I've got good news for you. Because this beginner scripting series will take you from being a dumb noob to a Buddha level of understanding on at the very least the first stage of Roblox scripting. In this video, you'll be learning how to navigate Roblox Studio, insert your very first part, and make your very first script. Let's get straight to the video. If you do not have Roblox Studio installed already, then you'll want to open up a browser, type Roblox Studio, click the first one that pops up, open Studio, and download. Assuming that you already have a Roblox account, because why would you be watching this video otherwise? Sign in, go to new, and hit base play. Okay, now that you are in Studio, you will notice an Explorer tab on the right. For today, you are just going to ignore everything that isn't Workspace. We're going to start by inserting a part into Workspace by clicking on the plus icon and clicking the part select that appears. Congratulations, you are now one step closer to understanding scripting. You may notice that it's inside the Workspace, and all the Workspace is a world for your creations to be interactable. We're also going to rename this part, so just call it New Part. Now we're going to click that part that appears on the screen, and I want you to move your attention towards the top. We'll be focusing on two things along here, and that's the transform tool and the part tool. The transform tool allows you to customize the scale, rotation, and position of your part. The part tool allows you to insert a part, as you've already done, but you won't be using this a lot as it's a lot quicker to just get the part from the workspace. If you inserted another part, as I just did, then click Ctrl Z to reverse and Ctrl Y to unreverse. Okay, moving to the area below Explorer. With the part clicked on, you'll see that a Properties tab appears. At the moment, we'll be focusing on the Appearance properties and the Transform properties. Alright, Transform. You'll notice if you try to scale, move, or rotate the part through the top bar tools, the properties will also change. These property values are called vector values. For now, all you need to know is they utilize 3 coordinates in the order X, Y, and Z. This is also the area you'll be changing within the script itself. Now onto the part you've been waiting for, inserting a script. Inside the workspace, hover over the part selected and click the plus button and hit script. You've now inserted your first script and it should show the iconic print hello world. Okay, now ruthlessly delete that line to leave a fresh view. Now, before we can actually edit a part for a script, we need its path. There's 2 ways of going about this, but the first way is workspace.newPart. And then you're going to do another dot and a list of properties should appear. For this example, just start typing out size, and once it's highlighted, press enter. The second way only works because we placed the script under the part, and that's simply script.parent. Start typing size, and likewise, once highlighted, press enter. The way you'll edit this value is by placing an equal sign after this, and this is where knowing that the values are vectors is important. The way you edit a 3 coordinate vector is with vector3.new x, y, z. X being left, right, y being up, down, and z being forward, backward. Now just input any value you like, and we're going to move our attention to another tool, a play button. We're going to switch this from play to run by clicking the arrow below and clicking run. Good job, guys. You've done it. Now you know that your wizardry is working. We're going to move back to the script. As you may have gathered, it would be a bummer if we had to type out the path every single time we wanted to change something, and it would also look very messy. So we're introducing variables. The way we're going to declare a variable is simply by typing out local, whatever name you want to use to store the path. I'll be calling it new path, of course, and then an equal sign. All that's left is to type out the path, and boom, you no longer have to type out the entire path ever again. Now we can reference it from anywhere inside the script by just typing the variable name. I will now be going through how to change each property one by one through the script. Size you already know, variable.name equals vector3.new and your desired values. Color is a bit different. This can be done in 2 ways. First is brick color equals brickcolor.new, and this one is special because we're going to use a string here to change the value. All the string is just think of it as text. Inside the brackets, add quotations and type whatever color you desire. Press enter once the one you like is highlighted. Now the second way is through RGB values. Type the variable name .color equals color3.new and then add your desired value. A wheel should appear below the brackets for you to select the color as well. Next up is transparency. To change transparency, type variable name .transparency equals and then the desired number. Transparency is special because it only works from 0 to 1, 0 being completely visible and 1 being invisible. In this case, we'll do 0.3. Finally, we have position and orientation. That can be done in the same way as the size. There's 2 more properties that I want to draw your attention to, and that's can collide and anchored. If a part has can collide off, nothing can collide with it. Likewise, if it's on, everything can collide with it. If a part is unanchored, physics will apply to it, whereas if the part is anchored, then it will stay in place to eternally rest for the rest of its life. The way you'll change these properties is through what's called a boolean, or in other words, true or false. If it's true, it's on. If it's false, it's off. Simple as that. Now we're on to the final part of this tutorial, and that is if statements. These are the backbone of most scripts, and it's almost impossible to not use it at least once in a script. The way we'll utilize it is simply by typing if, then press space. Boom, you've made an if statement. But right now you aren't doing anything with it. Between the if and the then, type out your variable name, and in this case, we'll type newPart.canCollide equals false. This is what's called a conditional statement. If the newPart.canCollide property is set to false, anything inside the if statement will happen. Otherwise, it will skip to where it says end and ignore whatever is inside the if statement. We're going to type out newPart.canCollide equals true inside the if statement, and you are done. Okay, you may have noticed that unlike with run, your character is actually in the game now. That's the only difference. Run doesn't load your character in, play loads your character in. What you have also noticed is how much more full of life your part looks, and this is where the tutorial ends. I'll be leaving you, my dear developers, until the next video. From the next video onwards, I'll be leaving you assignments to do, as the videos will be more focused, but for now, your goal is to adjust yourself to the script editor and play around. And with that, Hateable is out.